In a time when mighty Rome ruled vast lands, there were whispers of a power beyond their legendary legions. Picture this: staunch generals secretly consulting cloaked mystics, and burly centurions awaiting sorcerers' blessings, not just orders. Dive with me into this tantalizing tale where the lines blur between history and myth. Was it sheer bravado, or a brush with the arcane? Buckle up. We're journeying back to an empire flirting with the forbidden. Chapter 1. The Power and Glory of Rome. At the zenith of its might, Rome wasn't just a city, it was a statement. A bustling metropolis of grandeur, where marbled columns kissed the azure skies and chariots zipped like today's city cabs. Soldiers strutted with a swagger only empire building could afford, while poets debated over wine, the ancient version of Twitter feuds. If you think your city's impressive, honey, Rome made modern metropolises look like toddler playdates. But behind the gold-trimmed shields and beneath the intricate mosaics lay tales, some whispered, some sung, that challenged the very foundation of this great empire. Ready for a history lesson like no other? Let's peel back the ornate curtains of Rome. Chapter 2. Beyond the physical realm. Oh, Rome wasn't just aqueducts and gladiator sandals, darling. Step with me into its shadowy alleys, where mystics and oracles held court as the true celebs. Imagine Starbucks, but instead of lattes, you're served a piping hot prophecy. Jupiter and Mars weren't just distant planets, but divine party hosts, with tales of thunderbolts and mischief. While emperors flaunted their power in marble halls, it was these deities and spirits who were dialing the cosmic shots. The Romans, ever the opportunists, wondered, why not tap into that ethereal hotline? As chariot races and theater shows entertained the masses, a deeper game was afoot, melding the might of gods with mortal pursuits. Let's dive into this celestial drama, shall we? Chapter 3. The Quest for an Edge. Now the Romans were no slackers. They were the original overachievers. I mean, why conquer a village when you can conquer a continent? But even the mightiest emperors, with their chiseled abs and laurel wreaths, had an insatiable hunger, the thirst for that extra edge. Sure, their armies could march and siege like pros, but what if they could add some divine flair to their resume? Enter backdoor deals in dimly lit chambers and hush-hush rendezvous at the Oracle's VIP lounge. As rival empires eyed Rome's territories jealously, the Romans began a secret quest, not for gold or land, but for that mysterious mojo that could seal their legendary status. Buckle in, things are about to get supernaturally spicy. Chapter 4. Whispered Tales of Sorcery. Ah, ancient Rome, where the gossip mill churned faster than a senator could down his goblet of wine. Have you heard? They'd whisper as cloaked figures slipped through moonlit courtyards. Stories of generals visiting soothsayers after dark, desperate for more than just a horoscope update. These tales spoke of enchanted amulets, of spells that could turn the tides of wars, of warriors with eyes that glowed in battle's heat. Some laughed it off as wine-soaked imagination, but others, they swore they'd seen the magic firsthand. Dive into these delicious rumors with me. Let's sift through the saucy tales and scandalous whispers. Was Rome dabbling in the mystical arts? Or was this all just ancient tabloid fodder? The plot, dear viewer, thickens. Chapter 5. The Rituals Revealed. Beneath Rome's grand facades and in its shadowed alcoves, an otherworldly dance unfolded. Not content with just earthly dominance, the Romans eyed the cosmic cocktail list, ordering a mix of the arcane and divine. But what did these rituals look like? Were they glamorous, candlelit affairs with sparkling crystals and celestial chants? Or messy, mud-slathered ceremonies invoking ancient spirits? Imagine soldiers, normally so gruff and gritty, tiptoeing around sacred circles, their spears momentarily swapped for sprigs of herbs. From invoking the winds for swift naval conquest to chanting for Mars' favor in battle, Rome was serving up some celestial drama. Join me in unveiling these arcane antics. Spoiler: it's more bewitching than the juiciest episode of your favorite reality show. Chapter 6. Into battle with the blessings of magic. With their swords now allegedly infused with sorcerer-approved sparkle, our Roman friends strutted onto the battlefield. Picture this: a horde of enemies, quaking not at the sight of Roman steel, but the whispered tales of their new magical mojo. But did these enchantments truly pack a punch? Or were they just the ancient version of a pep rally? Tales spun of arrows veering off course, and rains summoned to drown enemy advances. Soldiers, typically tight-lipped and all business, shared campfire stories of moments that defied logic and nature. Together, let's march alongside these legions, our ears attuned to the otherworldly hum. Were they truly the Empire's secret weapon, or just magical morale boosters? Prepare for some supernatural showdowns. Chapter 7. The Skeptics and Believers. Every epic tale has its naysayers, and Rome's magical escapades were no exception. Enter the skeptics, intellectuals in togas, sipping their vintage vinos, ready to debunk every mystical claim. Magic? Pah, just a trick of the light, they'd scoff. While believers whispered of warriors touched by the gods. Arguments raged in bathhouses and forums, turning philosophers into frenemies. Did that soldier really hover in battle, or had someone simply imbibed one too many? Join us in the heated debates, where facts clashed with faith and reason wrestled with rumor. As we navigate this ancient tug-of-war between logic and legend, one wonders, in a world so vast and mysterious, can't there be room for both? The magical mystery tour rolls on. Chapter 8. The Legacy of an Empire. The dust has settled, the battles are done, but the echoes of Rome's flirtation with the arcane still ripple through time. While we marvel at the Colosseum's grandeur and the beauty of Roman frescoes, it's these little magical footnotes that add zest to our history pasta. Rome, in its radiant glory, wasn't just about statues and senators. It had a cheeky, mystical side, hidden behind its marbled facade. And whether true or tavern tales, these stories shaped how an empire saw itself, not just as world conquerors, but as cosmic players. As we stroll Rome's cobbled streets, imagine the whispers of yesteryears, the secrets in its stones. The empire might have fallen, but its enchanting tales, eternally standing tall. Chapter 9. Modern-day interpretations. Fast forward a few millennia, and our dear Romans are suddenly the poster children for fantasy flicks and sizzling series. Did they envision becoming Hollywood A-listers from beyond the grave? Today, their alleged magical dalliances inspire screenplays, spark cosplay trends, and even influence that mysterious tarot reader's booth at the county fair. Think about it. Isn't it curious how our tech-savvy world is still utterly smitten by these ancient legends? As we binge-watch gladiators chanting spells or partake in video games where centurions cast magic, Rome's blend of history and hocus-pocus remains intoxicating. Join me in this cultural carnival as we witness an empire reborn not in stone but in stories. Rome, darling, you're still stealing the show. Conclusion. The blurred lines of history. Ah, dear traveler of tales, here we stand at the crossroads of fact and fable. Rome, in all its splendor, teaches us a delightful lesson. History isn't just dates and dusty scrolls. It's a vibrant tapestry, woven with threads of truth, spiced with sassy speculations. Did they truly court the arcane? Or was it just Grandpa's exaggerated yarn? Perhaps it doesn't matter, for in seeking to discern the truth, we've danced through an empire's heartbeats and dreams. So the next time you hear a story, ask not just if it's true, but relish its flavor, its essence. Rome, with its marbles and mysteries, reminds us that history is a grand, playful riddle. And darling, isn't the guessing half the fun? And so, starry-eyed traveler, our romp through Rome's riddles wraps up. From majestic marbles to mystical musings, we've waltzed through whispers of a world gone by. But remember, history isn't just what's written, it's what's felt, imagined, and dreamt. As you wander onward, may your steps be light, curiosity endless, and every tale a tantalizing tango with time. Farewell and keep wondering.